Good afternoon. It's Thursday, the 31st of October. It's 3 p.m. here in the UK. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is to do with the taking two of the exclusive series for the Morgan +6 and the MCLAREN MP4/4 to 50%. Now, before I start that, I just want to actually go through what's going to happen tomorrow, because potentially it's quite a big deal tomorrow. Just bear with me 1 second, sorry. So to do that, I'm going to share my iPad just to show what's going on. Because effectively tomorrow is the culmination pretty much of this whole release. So it is quite critical, I think, to real Racing 3. But let me just share my iPad screen if I can actually select. Oh, I'm so sorry. Back in 1 moment. Well, that wasn't the best of starts. Never mind. Okay, so the critical thing is what's happening in Season 4, Round 2, because tomorrow, you could argue, is the big upgrade, the big release of this season, which is the Formula One Sao Paulo Grand Prix event. So it is quite a big deal. But even more so if you start to look at what can potentially happen. So if I scroll across to what rewards, well, actually, so let me go back out. So the event can earn you 6,800 VP. So for me, I am at 37,550. So if we look at what's potentially going to occur tomorrow, if I achieve all of the stages, I'm assuming there'll be 5. What's on offer? Some N dollars, 45 gold, some R dollars, and the Lamborghini Reventon. So whatever your grand prize is, you should hit that at some point during playing tomorrow's event. Now, if you have completed the Ford Puma, you'll be a lot closer, but you still won't have hit the grand prize, but you won't be far off. And you will probably get that grand prize tomorrow once you complete the Brazilian Grand Prix event. So it's a big deal tomorrow. Now, the other thing I just wanted to point out as well is my goal's already back up to 488. And I was talking about getting the McLaren, where are you? Artura, which does need 7 upgrades. And in total, is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades, sorry. And in total, that's going to cost me 489 gold. So I'm just a little bit short. Now you might go, well, that might be a problem though, because you've got to spend gold on the Grand Prix event. Well, for those that watched the previous Grand Prix event, what I did in that is I upgraded one car and then took a reward as another car. So what I'm hoping will occur come tomorrow is I'll be able to use that car that I've already upgraded to race in tomorrow's event. Won't know that until tomorrow. Fingers crossed that will be the case. And if so, not only will I be obviously completing the Formula One event, I'll be looking to purchase the Artura as well because I'll have enough money. And that literally will set us up for pretty much all of next week because I'll have the 2 exclusive events that 2 exclusive series that I'm still doing. I'll have 2 series for the Artura, 1 to complete and an exclusive series to take from 0 to 100%. And obviously I'll have the series that's the grand prize, the Lamborghini Reventon opens up as well. So it is potentially a very big opportunity tomorrow. Oh dear, I'm struggling today. I've probably not done a great deal of talking. So then as soon as I've started talking, I've been spluttering and so lots of water being had at the moment. Right, but that's tomorrow. That issue is tomorrow. So there will be a stream tomorrow. I'm hoping it will be the Sao Paulo event. I haven't decided yet if what I'm going to do if I can't race the car that I've already upgraded. But you will find out what I do in tomorrow's stream. Now, tomorrow's stream will return to tradition. So it will be at 2:30 on Friday afternoon. That's UK time. And that's UK time in terms of the GMT, because obviously we put our clocks back at the weekend. So one way or the other, there will be a stream. I really do hope it will be the Brazilian Grand Prix event, but there's a possibility I may hold off as tomorrow is the last day of sales. But you'll find an answer to that tomorrow. Today's focus is going to be in the road collection, in the exclusive collection, and those 2 cars that you see there, the Morgan Plus 6 and the MCLAREN MP4/4. Now you'll see there, I've not taken them up to 25% yet. They're both sitting pretty on 24%. So my intention in this stream is to take them up to 25% and then to 50%. So I've done something differently to what I usually do, because normally what I do is I start off with the smaller races. So the drag race, the speed snap, the autocross. I've not touched them at all. Leave them free for this stream and potentially getting the cars definitely getting the cars past 25% and then up to 50%. But the key is going to be really sort of making it an impression in those events. Now, the reason why I took both cars up to 24% is I did have some free time last night and a little bit this morning. And so I took the iPad offline, and in each car series, first off, I started by doing the Hunter. But what I find with the Hunter is if you take it offline, you're competing against computer opponents. And the computer opponents don't tend to have a higher Hunter lead than human opponents. So if I did those events online, I'd be sort of like competing effectively against someone as good as me, or more likely slightly better. So the Hunter events specifically are harder to complete. Once the car had then gone into durability negativity, i.e. the durability had run out, I didn't service the car. And then I ran all the endurance events, knowing again that when you're competing against a computer opponent, the maximum number of miles they'll record is always 6.4. Whereas if you compete against human opponents, it's anywhere between 10 and 20 miles, sometimes even more. So that's how I was able to take it to 24%. Both cars are fully serviced. So I've got double durability in both cars to take them to 25% and then on to 50%. And Lee Melvin in the chat says hi, sends a wave. Welcome, Lee. Thank you very much for joining. It's going to be an interesting few days. So obviously I'm doing the exclusive events today, but tomorrow is definitely going to be very interesting with the potential of the Grand Prix event, and specifically the Sao Paulo event, which effectively gets its debut in Real Racing 3, unless, of course, you purchase the early access option, which I didn't. I did shy away from that. But let's get going. Let's see how we get on. So I'm going to do the Morgan +6 first. And as I said, what I'm going to do is work left to right in terms of the tiers, and I'll be looking to completing the quick races. So the autocross, the speed snap, and the drag race. And hopefully that will get me past both 25% and 50%. But let's see if that is the case. And don't worry, I have got sound. And fingers crossed, it'll be stable today. Well, I said that yesterday and that didn't happen. And straight away, it starts stuttering straight away, so maybe not then. Autocross, right, okay, so just foot down. "31 seconds I've got to do it in. Airplane to play up today, lad. I'm going to stop doing it. Oh, we lost a bit. We're still in. Yeah, there we go. Got my first. So that would be the 25% reward. Now, the Morgan +6, being an older car, didn't take a great deal to update. The rewards aren't particularly high, but they're good enough. It's gold. So that's me hitting over 25% on the first race. The real target was the 5 gold. Apparently, I got some hard dollars. The real target is getting to 50%. So technically speaking, on the board, I've got enough money to fully upgrade the McLaren Artura. Appreciating I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. But as I said, that will be dependent on where my car sits in terms of upgrades needed when I come to race, potentially come to race the Sao Paulo Grand Prix event tomorrow. So a little bit of a conundrum there on what to do, and we'll find out tomorrow. I'm just looking out the window and I've just seen a dinosaur go by. It is Halloween. It's all a little bit crazy. and that's Halloween for you, even in the UK nowadays. Just going to pause that there. We've got another comment. Lee Melvin has put Artura reward 140 gold. Yeah, that's correct. He's obviously put the Pagani Utopia in there as well, 120 gold for the exclusive series. And I've already done the Utopia, so I've just got the Artura to do. But I've actually also got the series that the McLaren's in, the Future Forward series. I'm also due to get 32 gold. So I'm going to do hopefully doing the McLaren Artura, because I've got 5 upgrades to apply to it, and that will cost me 489 gold, and I've got rewards in 2 series, so that's going to be a total for me of 172. So again, this is one of the bigger ones. So I've started at the bottom and worked my way up in terms of cost versus reward. And the McLaren Artura will be the last one that I get, if I do get it. And then what I'm going to be doing, because obviously the next release is in less than 2 weeks' time now, it's going to be gold hoarding going forward after tomorrow. So there'll be no more purchasing of cars until the next release. But I'm still quite hopeful I'll hit the 73% mark, but we'll find out. So this is a speed snap, so it's all about taking this corner so I can accelerate out of it as early as possible. And I've messed that up. I'm gonna have to be doing that one again. Not to worry, plenty of durability left. I knew I'd mess that up as soon as I'd done it, but you know, trial and error, getting that corner right is going to be key. It almost feels like, rather than braking into the corner, you brake before, so you're almost at 0. I can accelerate almost. So close, but not quite there. And yeah, it's playing up big time to that. Let me sort that out. I'm going to do a reset on it, because it's been working fine. So let's see if we can get it sorted this time. Dear, I don't know. Technology, you'd work with it. Right, there we go. Share that screen again, so you don't have to see my ugly face. Right, there you are. Right, let's try that again. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go round again, just in case it drops the... I don't know where I finished. I wasn't even paying attention. I just knew I didn't win 4th. I can win this. I just need to get this one right. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what's up with the AirPlay. Maybe it is out of my control. The Wi-Fi is fine, but for some reason it's the AirPlay's playing up. There we go. I got first. Took a bit of effort, but I got there in the end. Yeah. So, Lee, as I said, my approach is now. I mean, to be fair, you can be a little bit more gun ho, because you've got obviously quite a bit of gold. But my approach is always, you look at what is the cost specifically in terms of gold of upgrading a car, and you look at what the reward is once you've upgraded the car to the correct level, whether that be 100% or something below it, in terms of the gold you're going to get back from it. And the difference effectively is the real cost of upgrading that car. But obviously what you're really aiming for is to hit that 100% across the board in terms of 100% road collection completion, and the 100% motorsports completion. So as we've had a bit of a bonanza on the cars, that's why I've gone a bit gung-ho, knowing there's equivalent to, well, at least 10 days till the next upgrade. So my view is after tomorrow, I won't be purchasing any cars. I won't need to do any upgrades. It'll be 10 days of gold hoarding. That'll be the plan. So there we go. So I'm up to 27%. Tier 3, there's nothing in there in terms of easy races. Tier 4, there's an autocross. So let's give that a go. Let's see if the airplay is going to be any better today. No, it's not. Still terrible. I honestly, I don't know why it's about. Because the Wi-Fi is pretty good. It's as good as the Wi-Fi that I have at home. Now, on occasion, obviously, I've got an AirPlay problem, but it tends to be the app. But I did reboot last night my laptop, or rather this morning. So everything's been reset, and it's just the AirPlay that's playing up. There we go. First, thanks, Lee. Thanks very much for the response there. Much appreciated. And thank you to everyone else who's watching. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. Now I am. I went for a walk around a reservoir this morning, so I've got my steps in, my 10k steps, but I am feeling just a little bit shattered, and probably therefore that's why I needed the water, because I'm a little bit dry. Don't worry though, I've still got my coffee mug. Cheers. Okay, so tier 6. I don't think there's anything in there in terms of quick races. We might come back to some of them though, because the speed record and the head-to-heads are normally just a lap, so that's not too bad. I'll get the quick ones out of the way first. Another autocross in tier 7. Let's see how we get on with this one. This time it's Spa-Francorchamps. Oh dear. I don't know what's up with the AirPlay. I wonder if I do need to actually uninstall it and reinstall it again, or whether or not it'll end up fixing itself when I get back home. I don't know. As I said, I've done the test and the Wi-Fi stuff, and it's all pretty good. It's all pretty fast, to be fair. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Anyway, as I said, it's a week on the road. It's a week of travel. I'm just going to have to put up with it. And hopefully you guys don't find it too annoying, but I do apologise now if you do. But another win. Plenty of durability left on the car. That'll take me into the 30%. Skip the video, 31%. Only on tier 7. So have we got another quick one on tier 8? Yes, we do. It's the Speed Snap. This time on the Bugatti circuit. So let's see how we get on. 110 miles per hour I've got to do. Okay, I think I'm going to turn the audio off because that's just ridiculous. Take speed out of it. Yes, there we go. That was an easy win. That was an easy win. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the audio off. I said I'd fix it. I failed. If I have the same problem back home, it's obviously the application, but I don't think it is. I don't know what's causing the problem with the Wi-Fi. But obviously, unfortunately, it impacts the audio the worst if there's any lag. It's almost as if I've got modem, which I haven't. It is, relatively fast Wi-Fi, and the internet connection is pretty cool. Not bad at all. Right, 33%. Plenty of durability left. On to tier 9. There's only a speed record head-to-head, which is a whole lap, so I'm going to skip those for the moment. Tier 11, I've got both an autocross and a speed snap, so I'm going to get both of those done. I mean, up to this point so far, I've hit 100%, and I've hit first every time. And it's normally in the later tiers that I start to struggle when I'm playing online, because obviously there's more and more human opponents. Yeah, so this particular autocross is one of the longer ones. On a half decent car, it's about 50 seconds. I didn't even look what this car will be. Might be in the 1 minute plus. I'll find out once I get over this over the hill here. Just keep it steady. Try not to skid. Get around this corner nice. Oh yeah, that was good. That was well taken. That. There we are. Oh, 57 seconds. That's not too bad for this car. I'd say this car's a little bit nippy for an old one. Not bad at all. Get this corner right. I've got 5 seconds to play with. There we go. 55 seconds. That's another first. So that's not bad at all. That's taken that car slowly but surely towards that 50% marker. Not had a single upset today, although obviously sometimes I had to do the speed snap quite a few times. I think it was the third time that I got 100%. Wouldn't surprise me if I have a similar issue on this one. So it's the Red Bull Ring, but it's the shorter circuit. Might be all right getting this. Might be all right. It looks like it's the coming into the finish line. So it's how you take this corner. That's not too bad. There we go. But easy, easy. Blew that one out of the bag. Out of the bag? That's not a phrase. Blew that one, hit that one out the park is what I meant to say. There we go. So how we're doing? Another first. That's tier 7. Done as much as we can. Oh, sorry, tier 11. We're up to 37%. It's looking good, but hitting that 50%. What have we got? Nothing there. Head to head there. Speed snap. Tier 14. Let's give it a go. It is the WeatherTech one, so I think I know which the Laguna Seca. I think I know which one this is, and this is one a little bit of a fiddly one. You've sort of got to approach that corner, not this one, but the next corner, quite slow, so you can speed it again, accelerate out of it. I'll slow down. I'll go wide. So again, I can accelerate over the apex of the corner. There we go. There we go. Still not good enough there, but that'll be my marker. So I've got 5th. It's a case of improving on that, which I should do. In fairness, I do think I could have gone a little bit quicker around that corner. So let's click continue, because quite often those other people's times do tend to come down as well, which obviously helps. So speed snap again. See, there you go. I've now got 140, less than 114 to hit. But I still need to improve to win. I'll just go really tight. Maybe just go a little bit later before I release the acceleration. There you go. Come on. That's going to be close. Oh, third. My word, if that's third, look how close that is. Oh, right. Gonna have another go at this because I know I can win this. I know I can do this. Let's see if that time comes down again. And as always, I find as the opponent's time comes down, your experience and the fact you're practicing over and over again, it goes up. All of a sudden, you do a lot quicker. And yeah, 130. I still got to hit 114. So okay, I have still got to improve, but let's see if I can. That was pretty close, that one there. But I feel like I got it about right. Come on. There you go. I don't think I won there either. No, it was even worse. Well, I'm going to persevere because it is all about perseverance in this game. I'm going to give that one another go. I have got third, but I want to get that first. Oh, what have we got to hit this time? 113.8. So I would have won it 2 races ago if that was the best time, or rather the best miles per hour crossing the speed line. But let's see if we can do it now. I feel like I have to be around about 65 here. There you go. Come on. See what I mean? 116 there. Well, 115. But I still won quite easily. Navike is in the chat. Hello, welcome. Can I ask why you keep asking for my race ID? Because at the moment it's sort of like, I mean, it's sort of dead. So it kind of doesn't matter as far as I'm aware. What I mean is if I go to, I'll show you what I mean, or maybe it's just my team. So at the moment, there are no team competitions available. So it's almost pointless doing it. Yep, so I'm up to 38%. Ismail Marino, welcome. I don't understand what you've just put there, but welcome along anyway. Thank you very much for joining. So we're up to 38%. Tier 16 hasn't got any short races. Tier 18, there is an autocross. So it does look to me, I'll probably not get to 50% doing the short races. And I'll go back and I'll start ticking off the speed records and the head-to-heads. So this one I've got to do in just under 30 seconds. Oh, might struggle if I've just slid there, but we're coming up to the final area, so it'd be close, I reckon. Might still do it. I think I've just about done that. Got first there. Nova K says he's from India. Well, welcome along. Good to have you with us. Yeah. We've actually had quite a few people from all sorts of different countries. There's a guy called Carlos that sometimes joins. He's from Brazil, which is quite interesting. Bear in mind, it's the potentially the Brazilian Grand Prix event tomorrow. And so, yeah, welcome along. Thank you for joining. And as per usual, I've got my mouse on screen, so I'll just remove that off screen. I always mess that bit up. I will eventually at some point get all this stuff right. Just not today. So I'm at 40%, and there we go. The last quick race is a speed snap, and that will probably take up to 42%. So there'll be still quite a bit to do, but I'm going to get this car up to 50%. So I will just go back and do some of the single lap events to achieve that 50% target. What do you reckon? Do you think I should turn the sound up, see if the airplane? No, I can tell just by looking at the screen it's playing on. I'm not going to put the sound on because it'll just stutter like hell. Now I should do this quite easily. There we go. Always. This one is one of the easiest to win in a speed snap. I find. I blew that out of the water. Okay, there we go. 42%. Let's go back to tier 3. I'm not going to do the elimination because that takes a lot more than a lap, so therefore it's going to have a bigger impact on my durability. So I'll see if I can do the speed record. How much durability have I got left? Effectively, as if it's a normal car that hasn't been maxed out. So should get a few in here. It's the national circuit, 140 miles. I think I know where the fastest area of this is. I'm sure it's as we go through the set of chicanes. So I'm not going to start from a position further back from the start line, because I reckon we'll probably overtake this somewhere along here. Here we go. There we can see they're always. So 144 offset, so that's another first. And also it's a short lap. So even though it's one lap, it's one of the shorter laps. It's effectively only half the lap of the Circuit of America's Grand Prix. So it doesn't have such it doesn't eat away quite so badly at your car's durability. So Nova K's put, can I join your racing team? In principle, the answer to that is yes. What I've done at the moment, because effectively it's dead, it's at the moment private, so I can only invite people, but I think I can only invite people by Facebook, and I don't have Facebook. So what I'm going to do in a live stream in the future is I'll literally flip it from private to public, and obviously let the people that are watching my live streams know, so they can do a search and then connect to my racing team. But that's going to be one in the future. So again, just keep an eye out, because I will probably put something to that effect in the title. So in principle, I'm quite happy for you to do that, but not today. At the moment, it's private. I'm going to leave it that way until there's an opportunity to sort of like go through it in a live stream and have hopefully quite a number of you join, because a few of you, in fairness, have already asked about that. So it's on the list. I just won't do it today. So as I said, in principle, yes, just not today. So just bear with me on that, and I'll obviously get that one sorted. Right, so we're at 44%. I've skipped the rest of tier 3 because it's elimination. I've gone over to tier 6, and I've got 2 races that are single laps. And One of them's a long one, one of them's a short one. The Melbourne is a short one, the head-to-head, and I love my head-to-heads. So I'm going to give that one a go. In fact, probably what I'm going to do here is be a little bit strategic in terms of not picking the single lap races that are the big long laps, and look at picking the single lap races that are, you know, the shorter laps, you know, the half a lap of the relevant Grand Prix circuit, for example, and that should help me achieve the 50% before my durability runs out. That'll be the target. No, Kate, thank you very much for your understanding there. Very much appreciated. So I'm in the lead because it's head-to-head, and I love my head-to-heads. Almost completed the lap, and over 150 yards ahead, at least I was. So that's another victory. I was at 44%, so hopefully this will take me up to 46%. There we go, 46%. So the Daytona International Speedway is a little bit of a longer track. So I'm just going to hold off on that one. Move up to tier 8. Oh, all done there. Right, tier 9. I'm going to hold off on those two because those two are, although the National Hockenheimring one is a shorter one. So I will do the head-to-head there because it is a shorter track. So hopefully I'll get up to 48%, but let's find out. So there we go, already in the lead. I do like head-to-head. Right, there we go. 50 yards ahead. I'm in first. As I said, this is one of the shorter tracks at Hockenheimring, so that's okay. All that big long bit taken out. Right, there we go. So that's another victory. That's a first. That hopefully will take me up to 48%. I'm not far off of hitting the 50% target. Thanks for the information, Novika. I shall take a look after. Thank you. Okay, there we go. 48%. Potentially, I only need another race win. It might end up being 2. So what I'm going to do is just go through and see which ones are the shorter tracks. There we are. Porsche head-to-head. Let's get that one done. If this doesn't result in 50%, I'll then finish off with a cup But if it does, we'll leave it there and go, yep, that's one objective completed. Ready for the big event potentially tomorrow. Right. Oh, this car looks a little bit harder. I'll tell you what, I like how they've painted that car though. That's it. There's some nice colours there. I do like a patriotic car. That's excellent. Well done to that person, but I'm still going to beat you, I'm afraid. But well done. That's excellent. Maybe I should do all my 100% in I'd probably prefer the England flag though to the UK flag, but maybe I should do that. I'll have a think about that. I probably won't. I like the fact that the purple is the candy colour is quite garish, and it's, you know, it just sticks out a mile. Although, as I said, to be fair, that car did look very beautiful in the British flag. So there we go. That's hope. Is it 49% or is it 50%? Car almost at zero durability. Drum roll. There we go. So we've got to 50% on our first car and another 10 gold. That takes us over 500. So 503 gold in total. That's an excellent result there. Boy, do I hope my little scheme works tomorrow and I don't have to spend any money on doing the Brazilian Grand Prix. Right, I'm going to leave that car there. I've been hit 50%. And obviously tomorrow, potentially, I won't be doing any more on that car because obviously tomorrow's stream will be the Brazilian Grand Prix. But I'm not going to do that in the background in terms of taking up to 100%. There will be streams in the future where I'll do a 75% and 100%, and that will be the same for the MCLAREN MP4/4 as well. But our focus now is very much on the MCLAREN MP4 F4, MP4/4, getting it up to 50%. So again, I'll follow the same strategy, left to right, going through each of the tiers and picking off the quick events. So the speed snap, the autocross, and the drag race. I don't know if you noticed, but there weren't many drag races on the Morgan exclusive series. Let's see if there's a few more for this car. So first off, speed snap. Oof. This car is so wide, I'm amazed it can actually fit through that chicane. I was racing it earlier on one of the Formula E circuits, and it literally is just too big. Look at that. That is so close. But again, another first. So that will hit 25% for this car in the exclusive series. And boy, does this car give gold away. Well, it doesn't. It obviously takes a lot of gold. But in terms of the exclusive series, in total, it's 200 gold to be won. So I think it's 20 gold. 20 gold is more than what the Morgan gave on 2 levels. It only gave 5 and then 10, so 15. And so 20 gold for this car. Thank you very much. Now up to 523 gold. I do like that. That's good. So that's what I'm going to do in tier 1. I've now got to try and get up to 50% by only going and using the very quick event. So we've got an autocross in tier 2. Let's see how we get on. "35 seconds I got to complete it in. Well, ideally less. In fact, let's be honest, 34 I got to complete it in looking at that time on screen. Let's try not to go off track. Oh, that was good. Yeah, no, that was all right. Actually got that about right. And hug the corner here. Touch the grass just a little bit, only a couple of blades. There we go. Have we got this? I don't think we've got this. I don't think I've done it. No. Wow. Wow. I wasn't fast enough there. Interesting. So 36.237 is my benchmark. Yikes. Now, I was going a little bit careful because you can lose grip on this car quite easily. Oh gosh, it's going to be hard. Maybe I was a bit soft into the first corner. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. And you see, there you go. So I went hard and I've messed it up already. I'll give it another go, but if I'm struggling, I'll just leave it for the moment. Yeah, nowhere near. I mean, I'm not surprised because I lost grip. Okay, so I was a 38. That was terrible. Although I was pushing a bit too hard. I knew that corner was going to be tricky. Let's give it one more go. And what are we hitting now? 35.64. So I still need to improve over my first time, but at least there's a little bit of leniency there. It's already half a second slower. Let me just see if I can get this right. Let's brake now. There we go. That's it. I suspect I've just messed it up already there. I think I did brake too early. That might be better though. Come on. No, I don't think I've done this. Maybe I have. So I didn't do better than, oh, I did do better. Look at that. There we go, you see. That's all it takes, just a little bit of trying to figure out where you weren't so good. There you go, you see. First. Moving on. Next. Okay, 27%, that's from tier 2. Tier 3, there's no quick event. Tier 4, there's a drag race. Let's give the drag race a go. So we are coming up to close to an hour now. So yeah, there will be a longer stream, but I doubt it will go over an hour and a half. Although I'm thinking of adding at the back end a time trial race, or at least a look at the time trial, see where I am, and also the multiplayer. There we go. Third is the worst I'm going to finish. Make that second. There we go. That's all right. Easy does it. Right. Let's see if we can get first. Yeah, there we go. Nice and easy. So first on the drag race. And that was only on tier 4, I believe. Coming up though on another fame upgrade, which will be nice. Another 66 gold if I get that one. Okay, 29% from tier 4. Tier 6, there's an autocross. So I'm going to go into the autocross. Around the Formula E track. Look how big this car is around this track. It's crazy. Wasn't fast enough there. I did lose my grip twice, so I'm not surprised. But I also know, therefore, I've got quite a bit of an improvement on that car. So we'll give that another go. This track isn't the best for this car and my driving, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let's see if we can do any better. Oh, that was good. Lost a bit of time there. There we go. What are we on? Oh, what are we on? Oh, we got first. Excellent. I did feel that was an improvement on the previous go. So yeah, there we go. Beat them by 0.4 of a second. Yeah. Not over a second off my previous time. Right, so that's all I'm going to do in tier 6. On to tier 7, there's a speed snap. Let's give the speed snap a go. Oh, right. So this one's easy. This one is so easy, it's untrue. So all I do on this one is, no, it isn't this one. I think I might have messed it up actually. I thought it was the one where it starts braking before you do a turn, but it isn't. So I might not have won this one. Okay, I did mess that up. My mistake. But it's fine because we'll have another go and I'll get it right. I was thinking it was the one where it starts to brake, and I thought, well, all I have to do is turn off any degree of auto brake and then just fly across the finish line. But I got that one wrong. Let's try that again. So it's going too slow and then hit the apex and accelerate out. There you go. And then hit it again. Oh, still not good enough. Still not good enough. I've had a few problems with this car. I prefer the Morgan, but then again, I'm not a racing driver, am I? So there we go. Okay. I can do better. I can do better. Let's give that another go. I do have a fallback position if I start to struggle, so don't worry. I'm going to hit 50% no matter what. There you go. That was close. I don't think I got first. Didn't even get in the top 3. Wow. I can't have been that far behind though. 1 mile per hour would have put me top. So let's do that one again. Let's give it another go. But we're getting closer. We are getting closer. Stop clicking onto the next screen. So let's do the speed snap again. 152 now. Has that just dropped down quite dramatically? Pretty sure it has, you know. Yeah. I've blown that out of the water now. Although I might have been a bit faster. There we go, another first. And I've got my mouse on the screen here. Right, so what are we at? We are, so it's a first and a speed snap on tier 7, 33%. There's an autocross on tier 8, so let's get that one done. So what I find with this car is, as cool as it is, sometimes the grip isn't the best. So whereas the modern Formula One cars, you find the grip, the downforce is so high, you can fly around corners. You can't on this car. Again, it is probably one of the coolest features in Real Racing 3, how all the cars do feel differently and they have different attributes, which mean how they handle different scenarios is different in terms of downforce, how they go around corners. It really is good how they've captured that. But it also means it's quite hard to actually get to grips with a car. If you're used to racing one car, so I'll race one car on one day, and then obviously you start racing another car. I'm like, whoosh. I mean, I do it all the time anyway, obviously. But yeah, the downforce specifically between one car and another car does impact my racing, I find. 35%, tier 8, onto tier 9, nothing there. And lots of, although that being said, that's a short, that head-to-head is a short lap. I'm going to give that head-to-head a go because it is a short lap. It's one of the shorter tracks. And I like my head-to-heads, and I'm struggling with the speed snaps already, so let's see if we can make it back. Gosh, somebody changed the colour of the McLaren. That's sacrilege, because I would never do anything like that. And as per usual, first on a head-to-head, likely to win, as long as I don't mess up this corner. There we go. There we are, another first. Perfect. We're looking good for a for 50%. I think it's 40 as well at 50%. So that'll take it up to 563. That's not a bad hoard for one day. I'll show you a couple of things as well once we've done this. A couple of things to be aware of that can earn you quite easily some gold. It's always important to be aware of this sort of stuff, because if it's easy gold, you got to take it, and it looks like easy gold. So this is a speed snap. Where is it? Yeah, I think this will be relatively straightforward. I don't think I even need to brake. There we go. Yeah, just plow through on that one first. Okay, so that's another one down. I'm sorry I can't put the sound on, but it will be back once I'm back in the Fifth Guardian studios. Something to work on in terms of improvement when we go on the road again, but never mind. Right, so there's an autocross, but it's Le Mans. I reckon it'll still be relatively quick, so we'll give it a go. 37 seconds. Okay. Oh, almost went off. No. Messed that up. Have I messed it up? Might be all right. I don't need to fly down these corners, I think. I think I want to be all right. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there we go. Managed to come first, even with my bad driving. So there we go. That's a first. What does that put us up to? We've still got a little bit of durability left, so we're still on target. I do have a sneaky plan in case I run out of durability. 40%. It's going to be close, but I'm only on tier 12, so looking pretty good. So obviously tier 13, nothing. Tier 14, there's a speed snap. So let's give that a go. I technically speaking only need another 4%. So let's say another 3 races, and then it doesn't matter so much if I run out of durability. And the reason why it doesn't matter because I've got the 3 time trials to do. I would prefer not to be doing them and keep them in my bag for another stream. But if I'm struggling a bit, then we'll use them. Oh, that's all right. Ooh. Again, quite often I struggle on that particular speed snap. So I've actually blown that out of the water. That is a surprise. Wasn't even close. There we go. Maybe I'm not as bad a driver as I think I am. Right, 42%, tier 14. Moving on to tier 16. It's a speed record. We'll leave that alone for the moment. 17's done. Ooh. Also crossing a speed snap on tier 18. So yeah, we've got to take a look. It's going to be close hitting the hitting this target, I think. Now it's the same autocross that I smashed on the Morgan, but this is a very different car. And it's a car I don't trust around some of these corners. Once it slides, that's it. You've lost it. I was worried I was going to lose it there. No, we're good. Be a lot quicker than 57 seconds. Oh dear. Oh, I just took my eye off for a second, and that's it. I've lost it. 46 seconds ain't going to do it in 46 seconds now. I would have done. I would have actually, again, blown that out of the water. But okay, we're 4th. Give it another go. I should have won that. I just took my eye focusing on what the time was that I hit the barrier. But it's okay. I can recover that. Get that. Give that another go. I will get it this time. Don't worry about the time. Focus on the racing. Go out so I can hit the apex. Oh, that was perfect. And again. Now don't hit the barrier. It is hard with this car. It's quite a task to get around those corners. But I've done it, and so I should blow this out of the water. There we go. That's better. 44 seconds. 44 seconds. 44%. Let's do the speed snap. All right, okay. This might be all right. Going slow here. Oh, messed that up. Can I recover? I think I recovered. Wow. Another first. I am surprised. I am not doing too badly here. So I think that will take it up to 46%. So I will hit 50% today. There's no question about it. There we are, 46%. 2 tiers left. Nothing in tier 19. Well, there is actually. Autocross. Let's do that. And then let's take a look at what's left to hit 50%. Assuming I get up to 50%. See, again, I might just play it safe just to just in case there's actually still 3 races to get to 50%. Which there could be. There we go. 20 something, 22. That's easy enough. There we are. So that's all the very quick races done. And I think I got them all up to first as well. So that's not bad at all. But I haven't hit my target of 50%. So let's have a look at where we are in terms of durability. Skip. I mean, again, it kind of doesn't matter because I have got the time trials to do. What I'll do is I'll go back to the beginning. I'll do the head-to-head. Let's do the head-to-head. It's a lap of the Suzuka Grand Prix, so it will be a while. I'm not going to do the time trials if I've hit 50%. I'll save them for another day. Let's see how we get on. So I'm already in first because it's head-to-head. Just take my time while increasing that lead. That's half, let's say a quarter, no, let's say a third of the lap completed. $200 yards ahead. I'll lose it a little bit there, but I'm ahead, so I'll just catch up a bit. And then I go into the corner, I'll speed away from him. Brake hard around this corner. There we go. So that's probably 2/3 of the lap done. I'm 250 yards ahead. It's likely I'll win. It's just a case of will I hit that 50% target? Actually, my voice is all right now as well. How weird is that? It kicked off big time at the beginning of the stream. I do apologise for that. These things happen. Have we got the 50? Round the edge. I'm going to do a service. Have we got the 50? We've got the 50% and we've got the 40 gold. There we go. There we go. Both targets, objectives for today achieved. I'll service that car. Bang. So up to 563 gold. So that's excellent news there. As I said, tomorrow, there is a possibility I might do this, but what I really want to do is try to do the Brazilian Grand Prix. But I'm hoping my strategy of leaving the car that I upgraded before in, i.e. not selecting it as a car to own, means I can use it again and therefore not spend any gold. But we'll find out on that tomorrow, because that will be problematic, because tomorrow is the last day to upgrade the cars that are on offer, including the McLaren Artura, which I do want to upgrade. Carlos, welcome back. Good to have you. Hello. Thank you very much for joining. Very much appreciated. Yeah, so obviously, Carlos, it's the potentially the Brazilian Grand Prix tomorrow in terms of in this game. So Carlos has put he will buy this car. Oh, do you not own it? Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, there is plenty of gold to have. I didn't buy the car, but what I did do is I upgraded it to 100% so that I could complete. If you don't own the car, that's an interesting thing, because you will be opening up not one, well, you'll open up 2 events. So you'll open up an event in Legend, which will be this. Where is it? There we are. MP4/4 Historia. And you'll also open an event in Motorsport Collection, if I can remember where it is. Let me just see if I can remember where it is. Is it in there? No. Is it 2022? Is it in there? No. No. It's somewhere in here. I can't remember where it is. Let me just see. There we are. Is that it? No. No, it's not. Where's it gone? Because there's an event somewhere in here. There it is. So in the 2020 season, you get the opportunity to race it in that as well. So there is potentially plenty of options to get gold back by getting that car. I already owned the car. I'd already completed that series, but I hadn't completed this Historia series. And I thought, if I upgrade it to 100%, for me, it cost, I think, a total of 587 gold, but it did mean, yeah, thank you, Carlos. Sorry, I wasn't looking in the chat then. Yeah, I took a bit of time to get there. It did mean for me, even though it cost me close to 600 gold, if I complete both the exclusive series and obviously the Historia event, I'd get 234 gold back. So I didn't think it was that too bad of an investment. So as I said, I'm going to park those 2 cars for now. I'm not ending the stream just yet. I'm going to just have a quick look at a couple of things. But obviously what opens up tomorrow is the Brazilian Grand Prix. So fingers crossed, my little strategy of leaving the car that I've updated in there will mean I won't have to spend any gold, but we won't know on that until tomorrow. Now, a couple of things in terms of gold, just again to make everyone aware. In the earn section, currently you've got the ability to earn double gold on any reward that you do. And most of these are like going to a website or watching a video. So definitely worthwhile bearing that in mind. And it looks like it's on for another 3 days. So there's opportunity of spending 10 minutes. And like before the stream, I did 10 minutes just going through the links, and I earned 11 rewards, which resulted in 22 gold. Carlos has put he's looking forward to starting MP4 and Interlagos tomorrow. Well, if you like, this whole update for me has all been about the fact that the Interlagos circuit effectively debuts in this update. Yes, you could unlock it earlier in the previous update, but in terms of every player being able to race that track, it effectively debuts tomorrow. So it is quite an exciting update. I'm just trying to be a little bit strategic in terms of when I start that event, because I've got enough gold now to upgrade another car that's in the sale to 100%. But I will talk about that more in tomorrow's stream. So my stream tomorrow, UK time, will be at 2:30 p.m. Now, the only other things I want to show you is my time trial. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Ooh. Is that? Well. Okay, right. I am going to do it. So when I left this stream yesterday, I'd moved this car so close to being in D. I think at the time it was 0.045 from being in D. And now look at it, it's 0.006. So I'm going to really end the stream just by having a couple of races on this and see if I can improve enough to take this into D. It's still not brilliant, because in the previous weeks I've always been able to get into Group C. But, you know, it's an improvement. Always looking for improvements in this game. Now, it might be hard because I literally went up 12 seconds yesterday, although that was because the previous day I was absolutely rubbish. But for those that have watched the stream regularly, that won't come as a big surprise. And I'm already behind. Although he's sliding in front, so I'm going to catch him now. And now I'm sliding. But yeah, it is, I think, right now, nip and tuck between these two, between the shadow of me and this actual race. So look at that. That is really close. Catching up just a little bit more. Come on. Drop down a bit now. Lost it. Shame. I'm going to do it 2 more times though, because why not? But I'll be perfectly honest, even if I don't improve my time, I reckon I'll end up in Group D just by the natural drift that happens. Most people that are, you know, better, that play it regularly, have already put in a good time. And the only people that haven't put in a good time are the casual players. So their time won't be as good as the time you've got on the board. So the more people that are casual players put a time in, the more likely your time will slowly but surely creep up and potentially jump from one group to another. Yes, it was Carlos. I think you were absolutely spot on there. 2 more attempts. Let's give it a go. I wasn't able to improve that time. I suspect I probably won't improve today. My driving hasn't been the best. I felt like I was more in the zone yesterday, but that's just how it works. Let's see what happens. Look at that. That is so nip and tuck at the moment. Go on. Let's get this car ahead. See, there you go. See, he's gone ahead, but he's sliding. So can I catch him again? And the answer to that is yes. That is so close. Again, another feature of the game I really like is the fact that you can race your shadow. I haven't used it for a long time, but I also seem to remember you could race like people that are better than you. But I gave up on that because I just wasn't learning anything. Oh, let me see, I've lost it now. I haven't technically gone off, but I was focusing on yapping as opposed to racing there. Not to worry. One more attempt, at least for today, and then we'll do a summary of what I've done today and the big event tomorrow. And it is a big event. It is the main reason of this update. I'm thinking about it though. I don't quite understand why they've made it 8 weeks. It doesn't make any sense to me. This didn't need to be an 8-week update. It only needs to be a 6-week update. And when you look back and look at the series that have been released, look at the cars that are in the upgrade, there was no requirement, in my humble opinion, of it being a 8-week update. But, you know, that's how it is. But then again, if it was a 6-week update, I wouldn't have been doing any of the upgrades. So maybe that was going through the mind. Whoa, look at that. All of a sudden, I'm masses ahead. And now I'm not. So all that effort early on. Come on, stay ahead. 0.3 ahead, 0.4 ahead. If I stay ahead, I'm in D. Come on. 0.5 ahead. Stay focused. 0.6 ahead almost. Come on. 0.6 ahead. Wow. I don't know who's driving this car. It doesn't feel like me. Almost lost it there, didn't I? Come on. Bring it home. There we go. Look at that. Into Group D. Into Group D. I'm at Group D. So used to get into Group C. I was hoping I'd be pushing on Group B on one of them, and here I am just getting into Group D. Never mind. There we go. Group D, 25 gold come Wednesday. I'll take that. I'll take it. That's not bad at all. So there we go. So that's the time trial done. Again, just for people that have only joined today, I've already done the multiplayer race. I'm at 6 gold. I kind of wanted to get 7, but I left it there for the moment. So again, if you guys play this regularly, always make sure you do the multiplayer on a regular basis, because you will get gold no matter where you finish. I always make sure I get at least 4 gold, and the last few weeks I've been getting 6 and 7. Obviously, the better players get a lot more gold, but you've got to do that on a weekly basis. And obviously, the time trial you've got to do on a weekly basis. I've been hitting Group C and getting 50 gold. Unfortunately, this week I'm in D, but 25 gold not to be sniffed at. So in terms of obviously the main reason for this, it's still at 72%. The main reason for this stream was because of the cars that were available in the Halloween sale, obviously discounted upgrades. And I haven't bought a car, but what I have done is upgraded 2 of the cars so far to 100%. So A, I can complete the series that they were in, and B, I can complete release the exclusive series and then complete it. So for these 2 cars, the Morgan Plus 6 and the McLaren MP4, I've updated them both to 50%. I'm sitting at 563 gold. What I do tomorrow will be dependent on the scenario and the situation. I'm hoping to do the Grand Prix tomorrow, but it will be dependent on whether or not I've got the opportunity to use the car that I've already upgraded, because I didn't select that car as my reward. But we'll find that out tomorrow. So there will be a stream. It will be at 2:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow, and the intention is to go through the Brazilian Grand Prix. So it will be quite interesting. So I've just got a couple of people. In fact, Carlos having a couple of comments. So right, okay. So one of the things I set in a previous stream was the Hennessy F5. So let's have a look at that. Let's go to Garage. Let's go to the Hennessy, and it was the Venom F5. I'll go to that series. So Carlos said he did it in 1:15 and a 1:17 all off. Okay, that's pretty impressive. You can see on screen that's how fast I've got. So a 1:15 845, and that is with steering on high, traction turned off, and brakes on low. So yeah, that's excellent. Well done. It's put another comment in there. I'm good. Congratulations. Thank you very much for very kind of you. I'm enjoying doing these streams. I'm also enjoying people commenting in the chat. So please keep it up. I'm enjoying them. Yeah, as I said, I knew people would be better than me, and Carlos has just proven that point, doing it in a 1:15 flat. As I said, I only did it in a 1:15 845, but I was quite happy with that time. It's only 6 seconds off the best time in the list, but that doesn't surprise me at all. Although I do say, to be fair, I haven't upgraded this car to the full potential. So for me, it's at 96.7, whereas the PR is 100.7. Cool, excellent. So I guess all that remains for me to say is thank you all for joining. Thank you for the comments. Carlos, thank you for joining again. Same for Nova K and Lee Melvin as well. Thank you all. And everybody else that's joined, even if you've not commented, don't worry about it. You don't have to. But I'm glad that you're watching the streams, and hopefully that you're enjoying them. As I said, I will do a stream tomorrow. It will be at 2:30 p.m. That's UK time. So all it remains for me to do now is just to wish you all a great evening or a great rest of your day, depending on the time that it is where you are. And thank you and goodbye.